Chapter 13 Newscast by Tom Lynch. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tom Lynch, and this is the New York Evening News Station, broadcasting to you live today on July 20th, 1848. The big news story tonight is that women and men at the Seneca Falls Convention have released a Declaration of Sentiments. This declaration is said to have been modeled after the Declaration of Independence, except now calling for improved women's rights in America. As stated earlier, this big declaration came out of the Seneca Falls Convention, held right here in New York. This convention was mainly led by two women, Lucretia Mott and Elizabeth Cady Stanton. Mott is a Quaker from Philadelphia, who is one of the best-known women reformers in the nation today. Stanton, also a well-known reformer, is from a family of reformers herself. You may also have heard of Stanton working with Susan B. Anthony, who have both led the temperance reform movement throughout the nation. Both believe that alcohol is widely abused and brings many unnecessary evils into American homes every single day. In other news, city sanitation continues to be poor in cities like New York and many others. Cities have become overcrowded with people and lack good sanitation techniques, and have allowed diseases like yellow fever, cholera, and typhus to run rampant throughout the cities. However, there is something very exciting in development in our very own city of New York today, called Gramercy Park. Gramercy Park, formerly known as Gramercy Farm, is being developed as a nice, clean environment for our city. However, this will be a private park, and only purchasers of the keys to the park will be allowed in. Improvements in cities like Gramercy Park have led a man named Alexis de Tocqueville to publish his already famous works, Democracy in America. Tocqueville traveled to America from France and wrote these works to analyze how living conditions and social standards have changed in the Western world. He does warn us, however, about how the size of our cities will eventually become too large to handle. Also, a new wave of rougher and rowdier pop culture have been sweeping across America at this time, led by men like Walt Whitman and Edgar Allan Poe. Whitman recently published a book of free verse poems titled Leaves of Grass, which is said to be a prime example of the driving democratic spirit from this new popular culture. Poe, on the darker side of things, is influenced by many gothic horror stories and writes a darker version of poetry that still fits into this new culture.